Good evening, everyone. Steve here from theturtlefollower.com with a stock market outlook video for Wednesday, October 21st, 2015. The beginning of the week kind of acted as we would expect. We went right to this downtrend line, right up into this 2023 area, 2035 area that we were discussing over the weekend. And sure enough, we've seen some selling come in. So at this point, what we're looking at, just so we're all on the same page, is we're looking at the resistance, first of all, from the 40-week moving average or the 200-day moving average. All right, that's up here on top chart, and you can see that we came into that area. We haven't tested it, but we are fairly close to it. And just as it acted as support on the way up, it could potentially act as resistance on the way down. All right, with that said, we're also at the point where we are, if we make this a little bit bigger, coming into some significant resistance. Okay, we identified all these levels here, 2012, 2023, 2035, 2048. Okay, all potential resistance points for this market. So today was the first day that we actually saw some significant selling. You can see the futures here, they opened all the way up at 2034, and I'm sorry, they actually opened at the day at 2019, which was really overnight, and then they went as high as 2034 and now have since sold off. So here you can see what looks to be almost like a bearish engulfing pattern just because of the way they trade, but if you look on the actual cash chart, it looks a little bit different. Okay, if we take a look at the SPX itself, you can see it almost is a bearish engulfing. But with that said, all right, again, still coming into these resistance points. All right, but where we go from here, and the point now is I think it's easier for us to break down than to break up. All right, I think that maybe this holds us in. Maybe this pulls us back into this area here. Maybe we come down 1991 and test that again. But again, the issue that comes in is if we're going to break out from here, just understand, I just don't think it's a V-shaped reversal. I just don't think we go from all the way down here at 1861 and just blast right through all the way up to old highs at 2100. I just don't think it happens. I think it's going to be a little bit of a choppy action now. I think if you were long, your easy money was probably made, all right, off these lows. I think now you're going to see this resistance. So now the question that we have to have the market answer for us is, how deep is this small pullback? Is it small? Do we take out this low here? All right, this is the next area that I would say is pretty significant. All right, 1991 to 1980. If we start taking that out, then that opens the door for a deeper pullback. If we can hold above that level, then I think we can consolidate and then eventually break this downtrend line. But for right now, what I'm looking at right here on October 21st, to me it looks like maybe somewhat a reversal. Maybe it's a swing reversal, and then you could even have your stop up here around 2036. So I'm thinking short term, probably a move down, but as we said in the weekend video, I think short term is probably a move down. Longer term, I think we end up back at this range here. All right. If we look at the NQ, all right, similar situation. Came right up to the 4400. All right, 44.41 to be exact. That's where we thought we would see some resistance. If you want to short it, I think you're shorting it against this level here at 445. All right. But again, similar situation. The Dow, all right, we've talked about this over the weekend, 17,250. All right, that was the low. You can see though on this chart, you haven't really broken the low yet. All right, so if you got maybe one more day, I wouldn't say this is ready for a short, but maybe if you were going to break it, you wait for one more day and a close significantly below 17,000. All right, but again, I'm not saying that this is a trade. This is for a very nimble trader, a very quick in and out, just for a quick little cash flow. This isn't a trade that I would say, all right, you're going to stay in short, looking for the pullback that you're expecting. All right, and like I said, even if you go to the NQ, Okay, I don't think this is a pullback that you get down to, you know, 42 or so. I think maybe if you could take it into the 43.60, or even if you're lucky 44 or 43.30, you're probably pushing it at that point. And the last one, the Russell. All right, again, just holding here. You could see significant resistance right up in this level, 1166, 1170 breakdown. And, you know, again, this one maybe could go a little further, 1129. Or maybe even, who knows, maybe 1074. This one's definitely in a downtrend. The other ones, while they are in a downtrend, I think they're showing a little bit more strength than the Russell is. So that's how we're kind of going about this right now. Again, just keep in mind that if we are going to go higher, I just don't think you're going to get left in the dust. I think that already happened. I think now it's a matter of gauging risk reward, and the risk right now to me is to the downside. All right, so we'll see how that reacts. If you're not a member, you probably haven't heard, but I am not going to be here at all next week or this weekend, or the weekend after for that matter. So this will probably be the last video you hear from me until the middle of the first week in November. So with that said, just keep everything in perspective, you know, revisit these levels and see how we play out. All right, have a great rest of the week. Have a great next week, and we'll catch you soon. Take care.